Hi, my name is Erica, and I'm from the USA. Please like and subscribe. Some people might call me a nerd, but that's only because I actually enjoy school and love working hard. Maybe that's what happens when the single dad who raised you is a world-renowned neurosurgeon. But I never felt pressured by him to excel. Like him, I just like being the best. And while I don't have many close friends, I generally get along with everybody in my class. Well, everybody except one, Genevieve Leroy. That's only because she's the actual devil. Not really, but hear me out. Genevieve transferred to our school from France when we were in the 5th grade, and I immediately hated her snobby attitude.
Are you seriously reading Matilda? Back in France, we just finished Les Miserables. American children are so immature. Do you still wear tapas too?
She was also crazy smart and got the highest grades in class.
I'm not even trying.
She was just so conceited and full of herself, and I just had to show her that she wasn't better than everybody. So I worked harder than I ever had, and soon our grades were equal.
So, you think you're as good as me?
No, Genevieve, I'm better. And from that day forward, everything was a competition between us. But there was never a clear winner. We always got the same grades. We both got first place at the 6th grade science fair. We always had the same number of followers on social media. And somehow, our TikToks got the same amount of likes. Would you believe it? We even shared the same birthday. In the 7th grade, our families accidentally had our parties at the same pizza arcade. Instead of having fun, we spent the whole time biting each other on the Dance Dance Revolution machine.
Getting tired, Erica? You wish, Genevieve. I could do this forever.
We kept dancing even after everyone left, and the pizza arcade security team had to literally throw us out. I was so sore for the next few days. I groaned every time I moved. Things only got worse once we were in high school. In our last year, we both ran for school president, but our smear campaigns and aggressive politics got so out of hand that violence broke out between our supporters. The principal canceled the election and chose a student as president who wasn't either of us. But we were still gonna end up being co-valedictorians of our class, and I had to make sure I wrote a better speech than Martin Luther King himself. The bright side of it all was that high school would be over soon, and we'd never have to share a stage or room again. But to make things worse, it was around this time that Bethany barged into my life. I always thought Dad was too busy for romance, but he'd met this demon flirt monster while he was treating her mother, and now the two were dating.
Isn't your dad just like the cutest ever, Erica?
She had him wrapped around her little finger, and before I knew it, he'd asked her to move in with us.
Don't think of me as a replacement for your mother. Not until the wedding, anyway.
As if having a snooty French arch nemesis wasn't enough, I now had to live with Barbie's evil cousin. We couldn't stand each other. All she did all day was constantly try and fail to become a viral influencer through endless Instagram and TikTok posts for a non-existent audience.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll teach you how to trap the man of your dreams.
And whenever Dad wasn't around, she would call me a loser and an annoying know-it-all and go on and on about how I would never get a boyfriend.
No matter what some of those ugly girls say online, boys do not find intelligence attractive, Erica.
But at that point, boys were the last thing on my mind. The same went for Genevieve. We were both so busy trying to be the best at everything that we didn't have time for boys.
Hey, Erica, do you maybe want to go to the movies with me?
How can I go to the movies when I still don't know absolutely everything about the War of 1812? No, shush!
Genevieve, why don't we...
Stop, you poor boy. Is your highest ambition to be nothing more than a distraction to me? But that all changed the day Lee Taylor Reyes transferred to our school.
Howdy, y'all.
He walked into our lives with his rugged good looks and Texas cowboy charm. All the girls fell for him, but none fell harder than Genevieve and me. Oh my God, mon Dieu. We thought we were competitive before, but now it was war. Genevieve and I started doing things neither of us had ever done before. When Lee Taylor became quarterback, we went to every game.
Go, Lee Taylor, go! Lee Taylor, you are the best at American foolishness.
When Lee Taylor got the lead in the school play, we went to every show. Bravo! Bravo!
You have resurrected the theater, Lee Taylor.
Genevieve had always been the more fashionable of the two of us, and once Lee Taylor hit the scene, her clothes and makeup game reached a level unseen.
That's a mighty fine dress you're wearing there, Genevieve.
What? This old thing? I only wear it when I don't care what I look like.
There was no way I could compete with her on that level. Not on my own. I needed help, and there was only one person I could turn to, Bethany.
Erica, it's so wonderful you're finally acting like a normal girl. no.
I was so desperate that I let Bethany give me a complete makeover. She used Dad's credit cards to buy me all new clothes and makeup. She took me to the most expensive salon in town and started giving me flirting lessons. Dad was just happy that we seemed to be finally getting along. And the whole time, she was filming everything and posting videos on her stupid channel.
Hey guys, join me on my brave and selfless journey as I turn Erica from a zero to a shiro and help get her the man of her dreams.
And the videos actually went viral. Bethany was officially an influencer now. And the weirdest part was that her lessons were working. Lee Taylor was now paying just as much attention to me as he was to Genevieve.
There's something different about you, Erica, and I like it.
Thanks for noticing, Lee Taylor. But just like with everything else between me and Genevieve, neither of us was actually winning. No matter what we did, Lee Taylor would only lead us both on and wouldn't make a clear choice. Things got so bad in the struggle for Lee Taylor's heart that our grades began to slip. We stopped doing homework, we were failing tests, neither of us were valedictorian anymore. But we didn't care. All our effort was going into out-scheming the other to win over Lee Taylor. Like the time he had a minor football injury and we both went to visit him in the hospital.
Oh, you poor baby. It's a shame your mommy is out of town. But look, my chef made you a consommé, and I will read you the sports section of the newspaper in French.
That looks like gross bathwater. I've got just the thing to make you feel better. Some good old American cheeseburgers. Also, a recent study shows that most people think Spanish is hotter. It ended up being a screaming match in French and Spanish that got us thrown out of the hospital. And one day, after the teacher made me and Lee Taylor lab partners, Genevieve marched up to me angrily in the cafeteria later and pinned me against the wall.
Give it up, Erica. No matter how much makeup you put on or how much idiotic giggling you do, Lee Taylor will be mine. You've never beaten me, and you never will.
What are you talking about? You wear so much makeup you look like a French mime. And besides, it's you who's never beaten me. I am so much better than you in every way that counts. Then how come you've never proved it? Prove this! Did you just throw a hamburger at my face after saying something totally stupid? Oui, do you want French fries with that? As we rolled around on the floor, screaming and attacking each other, we knew we were making an absolute spectacle of ourselves. But we didn't care about what anyone thought, except Lee Taylor. And the next day, he invited me and Genevieve to meet him by the bleachers after school.
Ladies, y'all are two of the prettiest and sweetest gals I've ever met. And I've really tried to choose, but a choice is impossible. So you must make it.
What the heck are you talking about?
Why do you speak nonsense, Lee Taylor?
I heard that y'all's rivalry goes way, way back. I'm thinking it's time that it was finally settled with a race. This Saturday, one lap around the school track. Winner takes all, including my heart.
We were both shocked by this proposal, but when he gave us that heart-melting look of his, we agreed. But what we didn't know was that Lee Taylor had live-streamed our conversation to the whole school, and in the days leading up to Saturday, the race was all anyone could talk about. Posters were put up advertising the race for love. Lee Taylor was actually charging admission. None of this was legal, but the principals and teachers didn't dare try to stop it for fear that the students would rip them to pieces. Everyone was just way too excited about it. The school became divided between Team Erica and Team Genevieve. Some of Genevieve's biggest supporters started wearing black and white striped shirts and berets while waving around baguettes and speaking in terrible French accents.
Oui, oui, don't you see? Genevieve's the girl for Lee.
Things were getting so nuts that people were approaching me in the halls, offering me money to lose the race so they could win big on bets. Even Bethany started showing up to school to interview students for her army of new followers.
So tell me, are you Team Erica or Team Genevieve?
Team Erica, all the way. USA! USA!
Lee Taylor Reyes, be honest. Who do you really want to win the race?
All I say is, may the best girl win.
While all this was going on, I was just trying to ignore the insanity. I'd spend every night doing laps around my yard, trying to get faster and faster. My head was filled with images of my post-race life when I would walk around arm in arm with Lee Taylor. But in a weird way, the thing I was looking forward to the most was an end to this eternal feud with Genevieve. Saturday came, and the crowd was bigger than any homecoming game in our school's history.
Go, Erica, go! Viva la Genevieve!
This is it, my fabulous followers. The Race for Love Live. Now you'll see once and for all Erica's transformation from loser to not loser. Yeah.
Despite the bizarreness of the scene, Genevieve and I lined up for the race. Lee Taylor had even bought an actual starter pistol from home.
On your marks. Get set, go!
We were off in a flash. The crowd roared. Genevieve and I weren't exactly athletes, but we were giving it our all. We were feeding off the energy surrounding us. The only problem was that neither of us could break away. We were level, like always, literally shoulder to shoulder. As we approached the finish line, it seemed like this would end in yet another tie. My energy was flailing, and in desperation, my eyes searched for Lee Taylor, and they found him, kissing another girl right in front of everyone. I stopped short, fully expecting Genevieve to race ahead and win, but she had stopped too, and was also staring at Lee, sweaty and out of breath. We looked all around us at the ridiculous result of the war we'd been waging for so long. What the heck are we doing? This is very foolish, no? All of this for a boy? A conceited and deceitful boy. He really just manipulated us to make this all happen. I don't think I've ever felt this dumb in my entire life. Look at what we are wearing. What happened to us? Our rivalry used to inspire us to become better and better at everything, but now it's only made us worse. Oui, I've always counted on you to motivate me to be the best I can be. That's what I've always counted on you for. But why did there have to be all this hate and jealousy? I have a very tough mother who says second best is a term some loser made up. That's why I'm so competitive. What's your excuse? I don't really have one. I was just born this way. But look where all this jealousy has gotten us. Silly girls playing stupid games. No more. I agree. No more. Genevieve and I walked through that finish line hand in hand and left the field without looking back. The crowd started booing and angrily demanding Lee Taylor refund them the money he had charged them. In case you're wondering what happened next, Dad finally walked in on Bethany screaming like a maniac at me, saw her true colors, and threw her out of the house. Lee Taylor kept playing with the hearts of other girls until the day he messed up with one girl too many.
Help! She's trying to run me over with her car!
Genevieve and I graduated top of our class. She went on to be a cosmetics entrepreneur, and I became a lawyer. Years later, we still keep in touch and cheer each other's successes.